Alright, so I just got back from my trip traveling through the city-states and kingdoms of East, Central, and Southern Africa. First I went through the Eastern city-states and kingdoms, and I visited the capital city of the Nubian Kingdom of Kush, which was Meroe, which was really fun. Economically, they're really important due to their location on the Nile River, because they can have their trading is really good with different Egyptian societies, because obviously it connects the Kingdom of Kush to Egypt, which is all the way up here. So they can trade different stuff. So it's just, they really flourished economically whenever, that is what I saw when I was there. They had a monarchy government, which I thought was pretty cool. The Kingdom of Kush, which transferred over to their capital of Meroe, which means they only had one monarch that controlled the entire civilization. Kitty cat. But they were very wealthy, and most of the people that you found there were pretty wealthy, which also reflected onto how you will see the society there, because it's very different than visiting one of the lower class cities that are in Eastern Africa. But that was really cool. And then next I went to Congo, which is in Central Africa, which is also really cool. That was one of my favorite places. The social structure had a lot of slaves, but they also had a lot of free people as well. There was no aristocratic class, so it wasn't as I guess you'd say, wealthy as Meroe was. But economically, they did survive day to day on agriculture production, fishing, as well as hunting, which is really cool. So they could trade with other places and make their money, or they could just live off the land and survive on their own. Politically, the Congo village, with a localized matrilineal group as its nucleus, had a headman chosen from the dominant lineage, which was pretty awesome compared to Meroe, because they had one group. It was kind of like a republic, I guess you could put it, because they had one group choose a headman, which was pretty cool. So it was more of a mutual decision than Meroe, which was a monarch. And then lastly, I went to the southern city-states and kingdoms of Africa, and one I'd like to discuss in particular is the Great Zimbabwe, which I thought was really fun to visit. Politically, they had a hereditary monarch, which were called the Shona elite, and that was pretty cool, kind of like Meroe, but different in a way. The Shona actually had a very big part to play in the social standing surrounding Great Zimbabwe. The Shona actually made up of around 80% of the population. But they had a very strong regional clan structure, and they had 6 main groups. I can't remember all the names right now, but I know there was the Zizuru and the Karanga, which were one of their 2 main groups, which is pretty cool to just learn about. And then economically, they had cattle husbandry as well as crop cultivation, and they also traded a lot of gold, which made Great Zimbabwe considerably wealthy compared to the central city-state of Congo. It was a thriving trading empire it was a very thriving trading empire, and it was really cool, and I definitely like to go back.